Hi everyone. Sitting there letting the puppies play. Giving them new toys. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Glad y'all joined us. Just looking at our Brittany puppies here. Playing. Get a good camera angle here. That's a real bossy puppy here. Share our video. These are Brittany's. They used to be called Brittany Spaniels back in the 1980s. We're crate training them. We'll put a crate in there in a minute. And as you can tell, they don't want to play with toys. They want to tear up the flooring. But we do have hardwood floor in here, but we have linoleum on top of the hardwood so it won't get wet. Instead of playing with the toys, they're also trying to tear up everything else. They're definitely puppies. Hi everyone, glad you're here. No, we're not selling them. They've all been reserved. We have a litter after we have people on the paid waiting list. Then we have a litter. Hi everyone. Hey the love. User. Welcome. Eden. Ewan. These puppies are deciding who's the alpha dog and who's not. They all have different names. Sometimes we have nicknames for them, but most of the time they're just in here playing. We're going to put the crate in here in just a minute. These are Brittany's. They used to be called Brittany Spaniels, but they don't call them Spaniels anymore.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Yep.
The fun person's here. And of course, they're following me. Who dat? Great. Frenchies are great. We're just sitting here letting these play. They want us to pick them up, so we're trying to get them to play before they start their crate training. Fixing to put the crate in here and see what they do. And then later we're going to put a tunnel in here. As you can tell, this is day 2 of the crate training. So we want them to play with it, go inside. It's a fun place to be. Hey Leo, hey Lucas, Alex, people I'm missing. So as you can tell, they're going in the crate. That's what we want. We want them to get used to that crate because that's what when they go home, we want to make sure they transfer. As you can tell, this one wants me to hold him. So I guess he wants to say hi to the camera. So this is his face here. His coloring. And you can tell his cute little face. Little boy here, he's licking me. That's a submissive thing for puppies. Then we have Dotsie here. She's playing with the ball. As you can tell, Mama came in, went by. They're not for sale. We have a waiting list of people that are waiting on dogs.
What are you doing?
This little boy here, trying to be bad. Then the rest of them are gonna come. Hey everyone, hey Juju, hey June, Rosa. They just about tore the pen down. Gilbert, Mom, it's YouTube. Dirk, how y'all doing? This is their little free time outside of their other pen. So as you can tell, we got them in the crate. That's what we want. We want them going in and out the crate, feel secure. These are Brittany's. They used to be called Brittany Spaniels, but they changed the name to just Brittany's. Love all the scratching they do. And we have a dominant one or two in here, and then we have a female that's a real dominant one. Wayne, they're Brittany's. They used to be called Brittany Spaniels, but the name changed. Hey, Jose. Mario. Hey, y'all. So you just get to watch them play a little bit. Have any questions? All of our parents have all their health testing. Hips, eyes, elbows, kneecaps, heart, DNA testing done on all the parents before they can have puppies. And normally they have a show championship. Yeah, spaniels are pretty special. These are not really spaniels anymore. They changed the name, but that same Brittany is, they're good family dogs. And they should be between 30 and 40 pounds. Yeah, they get very aggressive. You know, who's the loudest is always get more attention, so that's what they're trying to do is build the loudest bark, growl. And that's how dogs communicate. And got Flash Gordon, the Flash there. And they're also equipped. Thank you, El Mullen. If you need to move on, you can. There are 8 million puppies a year that need to be replaced. And why can't they be purebred instead of someone breeding them on the side of the street? We're licensed by our state. We do all the health testing. Our parents have health tests and they have titles. If you don't want to watch, you can move on. We're here doing the right things. Who knows? They're just biting everything. These are puppies. These two right here. They're figuring out who's dominant. That one is being very loud. The other one is being very submissive. Hey, 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 hey. So it's just their part of the dogs being communicative. That's all. It's been a alpha here. And that's just part of it. Oh, I know we're not doing nothing wrong. We've been doing it since 91. We just try to be respectful for people. None of them are for sale. All of them are reserved. We actually have all these sold, and then we have a wait list of about 6 more. And we have a litter due in a few weeks. Ooh, they fast. Puppies, wow, makes me feel old then, Mr. Nobody. Yep, got my first Brittany in 90, probably did the wrong thing, didn't have all the health testing and stuff, but of course it wasn't big back then either. So we do DNA testing, x-rays on the hips and elbows, heart checks and DNA testing through Embark and other places. And yep. Yeah, the liver and white is the black and white. They used to be called Brittany's Spaniels. Now they're just called Brittany's. They changed the name in the 1980s, which most people still call them Brittany Spaniels. Thank y'all for joining. We're just crate introducing them today. Yesterday we did too, so we're just putting the crate in here. So we're trying to get them to go in and out of the crate. The crate's not bad. Once their forever homes take them home, we want to make sure that they are putting treats in there and making the crate a positive thing, because the best way to keep a puppy is to keep them in a crate, because they will chew electrical cords, they will chew stuff they shouldn't eat, like paint, those type of things. I feel you, Leah Liz, crazy guy. Thank y'all for joining. Cake, Slim, and this one sees me here, so he's trying to jump up. And of course they want to tear everything up but the toys. They all got to practice their growl and bark so everyone knows how tough they are. Yeah, they chew everything. Puppies chew everything. Except for the toys. And they're tearing the floor up. We have linoleum down, so if they do use the bathroom, it's not going to get on the hardwood floors, but Yeah, they're naughty. This is when mom doesn't want anything to do with them because they're getting very, very naughty and bossy. And this is where if you have mom with them, which we do, she will get onto them and correct them just like your parents did. She will put you in your place with a growl or a nip. Yeah, they love cardboard boxes. They start getting teeth too. They start getting those needle teeth. And these two can see each other around the kennel, so they're kind of playing peekaboo. I'll take the kennel out in a little bit, and you'll get to see the tunnel when it goes in here. They are crazy when the tunnel comes in here. Hey y'all, hey Paige, hey Wilford, Teresa, glad y'all here. And like I said, they end up tearing the covering up. They got to practice their barking. Who's the loudest? Yeah, the needle teeth. They have needle teeth. So this is when they're learning how to be a dog, how to bark, how to growl. Who's going to be the dominant one, the alpha dog, those type of things. This is when we start seeing personalities as a breeder. This one right here is a boss, right here. You'll see him start pushing dogs down and growling on them. And that liver female, she's a boss too. Those are probably the two most dominant dogs. We've already started clipping their nails. They get about 40 pounds. If they're within breed standard, which is 30 to 40 pounds. Some people breed them too big now, but they should be between 30 and 40 pounds. Mom weighs 31 pounds, 32 pounds. Thanks, Cassidy. Both parents of these puppies are show champions, so they're within AKC breed standard, which is 30 to 40 pounds, and they shouldn't be but about 20 inches at the shoulder. So probably the top of their head would be no more than 24, 2 feet. And these two are here seeing who's the boss, who can growl the most. And that dog really doesn't want anything. It wants to be submissive. Yeah, they're Brittany's. The name used to be Brittany Spaniels, but they changed it in the 1980s to just Brittany's. People still call them Brittany Spaniels. But we actually have a natural bobtail also, so some of our puppies are born with natural bobtails. Wow. He is real aggressive. They're trying to figure out who's the most aggressive, who can growl the loudest, who can bark the loudest. They're not really biting each other. They're just showing their teeth. A lot of dog behavior is just their teeth showing, noise, and jumping toward each other. It sounds worse than it is. Yeah, he's the alpha for sure. Yeah, but most of it is showing my teeth, showing my face, my tail. If they have their tail tucked, then that means they're being submissive. So this is how they all get their order in the pack. If they were in the pack, that's how they would get there together. Yeah, they love people just like me, they've kind of figured out that I'm not going to pick them up, so they kind of quit trying to get to me. And this is all part of them growing up and learning how to interact with other dogs. It sounds loud and sounds aggressive, but it's just part of their communication. Thank you, Kimberly. They're just trying to figure out where they're at in the pack. Yeah, they're quick. Yeah, a week ago they were a little slower. Now they're getting their agility back. And they've lost weight since last week too, because they're moving so much. Yep, they're still cute. This dog right here wants to be submissive to that other dog. All right, y'all, we're gonna take the crate out. And if I can find the tunnel, I don't know where it's at. Oh, I see it. I'll put the tunnel in here and you're fixing to see them go crazy. But this is part of our training at home. We introduce them to new stuff all the time. So we're always throwing a new object in there. So when they get to their home, nothing shocks them. It might stress them a little bit, but they can handle the stress. These two are playing peekaboo behind the... That one sees the other one hiding there. So they're playing peekaboo behind the thing. So we're doing the crate training, and then we're going to put in new objects that are just different, that they haven't seen. And this helps them. Everyone needs to have stress. Ooh, that's so loud. Hey, hey. Y'all too loud. Y'all too loud. What's these puppies doing? Huh? What's these puppies doing? What's these puppies doing? What's these puppies doing? What's these puppies doing? So they attack the tunnel. And that's what we want. We want them to attack the tunnel. It's a new object, and they're not scared of it. So just like going to a new home, they're going to fit right in. So now you're going to see them start going in the tunnel. We got one using the bathroom. These puppies need a little stress, so we're putting tunnels in here and other objects.
What are y'all doing in here? Huh?
So we got a visitor over here. Mom does not want anything to do with them. So now we're watching them play. They're going to start going into tunnels. Playing peekaboo. And then they start tearing the tunnels up. Hey David, glad y'all here. Kim, glad y'all here. Just watching these puppies learn how to socialize and putting some stress items in here so they'll be better when they go home. So they're running through tunnels, playing through tunnels. So we have vacuum cleaners we use. And of course they're gonna bite everything. Understand a puppy bites everything. Hey Beth, because that's their hands. Their hands or their mouth. They touch everything with their mouth. Gets them in trouble too, but puppies touch everything with their mouth. That's why they get worms. That's why they get all sorts of other stuff, because they're always putting stuff in their mouth. That's their feel. They feel everything with their mouth. And they're jumpy. And you see some of them are more calm. As a person that helps people pick the puppies, I would be like, that needs to go to a home that has a lot more kids, because they won't be as aggressive with the kids. Hey Harrison, hey Maria, Beth, David. And then who can make the loudest noises is the dominant one usually. And like I said, they're going to tear the tunnel up. And they're having fun. That's the main thing. So we put in different stress items to add stress to them, but they overcome them. As you can tell, they're very comfortable with this in there. And we had a crate in there earlier, so we're starting to crate train them. Thank you, Maria. Good night. They're starting to get tired. They're starting to go to sleep. What we're going to do is take this out and put the crate in here so they can hopefully go to sleep in the crate.
Who's biting? Hey, let go.
So as you can tell, they rushed the crate, got in it. Some of them will start going in there and sleeping, hopefully. So that's what we want, is for them to feel comfortable to get in there and go to sleep. We want them to bite on it. It's not anything bad. The crate is a good thing. So we're starting that crate training early. We'll start potty training next week with a potty tray. Thanks everyone for joining. We're getting our puppies crate trained. We'll do potty training next week. We just want them to feel comfortable going in the crate, sleeping in it, whatever they need to do. There's already a couple laying down in there. They've been playing for about 30 minutes, so they're probably fixing to crash. And of course, they bite everything because, thank you, Gwendolyn. Hey, Big City. Hey, Grace Lee, Paul. So we want them to be comfortable with the crate. The crate's a good thing. You can see that one in there is just chilling out, going, a crate is really a den for a dog. Dogs are used to being in dens. This is a den for them, and it's a safe haven where they can turn off. One of the best things you can do is have a puppy or a dog that's crate trained so they can turn off their mind when they go in that crate. And that's the best explanation I can give you about a crate. It should be a safe haven for the puppy or dog. It should not be a stressor. It might stress them in the beginning, but they should be over it in 5 minutes. Eventually, we'll start putting them in the crate, shutting the door, those type of things. Thanks everyone for joining. We're just sharing how we raise puppies. We do health testing on all our parents. We do DNA testing also. So we do all the health testing recommended by the American Brittany Club. There's a place called OFA, the Orthopedic Foundation of Animals. All of our records are there, public records. None of our puppies are for sale. We have a waiting list already for the next litter. All these puppies were sold before they were born. Well, 6 of the 7 were sold before they were born. But I did have someone on a waiting list already. And now we have a waiting list of 5 people already for the next litter, which will be born in about a month or so. All our dogs are show champions. And they normally have some type of title, like obedience or hunting title or trick dog title or something like that. If I have to use YouTube to sell puppies, I'm in trouble. Thanks everyone for joining, showing off our puppies. As you can tell, they're very healthy. They're also very agile. We do DNA testing on all our parents. Thanks for the likes and the subs. So they used to be called Brittany Spaniels way back when. Now they're just called Brittany's. People still call them Brittany Spaniels. Nothing wrong with that. They used to be called Brittany's way back in the day. Brittany Spaniels. And they're not really a spaniel. They're a pointing breed. Spaniels are more of a flusher. And they're probably the smallest pointer. Some people call them pocket pointers because they're real small. Mom weighs 32 pounds. Dad weighs about 38 pounds. Mom is actually outside. She is tired of feeding them. She's ready to wean them. They're about 5 weeks and a couple of days old, so she's kind of tired of them right now. They're 5 weeks old and they're very bossy and they have sharp teeth, so she's ready to get rid of them. Hey Cake, hey Chicken, glad y'all here. And as you can tell, they're still trying to be aggressive here. She's a really bossy dog here. And as you can tell, they're starting to go to sleep in the crate. That's what we want. We're trying to get them crate trained. Yeah, their teeth are tearing her up. Yeah, she's done. She's kind of done with them. She didn't nurse them but once all day yesterday. And of course we feed them puppy chow and stuff, but she's kind of done with them. Because they will just about attack her too, you know, as far as wanting to nurse. Then we have who can be the loudest over here. He's very bossy. So he definitely needs to go to a home where someone's had a dog before, where they know how to handle a alpha dog. Because if you're not alpha, if you're not the alpha he will be the alpha. These are Brittany's.